keeping Baldurians fed since 1479 DR.
What are you after, friend? Got grub, potions, a few nice vintages? Best stock up now before someone clears me out to fill their larder. You never know where your next meal will come from. Unless you carry it with you, that is.
This is the private abode of Alexander Rainforest. Friends make appointments, clients respect office hours.
Boots to the Albrights anyway.
Buggered off because of the absolute, didn't they? Stupid of them if you ask me. It's much safer this side of the city walls.
Should have at least locked the place up proper before they left. Don't go peeking in the window of that house on the corner. You might get an arrow to the face.
Indolence breeds madness. Minor hindrance.
Taking my time in the shadows.
Something over there.
My hand slipped.
Hello, hello. Ooh, are you the new cheese dropper? I do hope so. I'm almost down to the last crumbs. Alexander was his name. He dropped all manner of morsels, but the cheeses were the best. Until the Red Man visited. A dwarf, all dressed in red. He smiled and held Alexander close, and then Alexander was shouting and struggling, and soon he was all dressed in red as well. So many red morsels fell out of Alexander. They tasted like salt and rust. Very good, even better than cheese. I feared so. A calamity. He dropped such good cheeses. A way to make more people red and to spill their tasty morsels. Go away now. Your delicious scent makes me crave your morsels, but it would be rude to bite you.
Something good here. I hope.
It will happen.
You've been spotted fiddling with that lock. Best fiddle with something else.
Through here, mop up all this riffraff. I think even they'd have their work cut out for them.
A small hurdle.
Still alive. So that's progress.
You smell like a feast.
What's inside? Maybe I need more pockets.
This is a ritual killing, and the murderer wanted it found.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes. Blackets will be done.
What's the story? Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
Never a dull moment.
Smeared with paint, among other things. This must belong to Dribbles.
I'll take that.
everyone. Don't be shy.
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have.
Eager for battle. No minor hindrance. Can't give up now.
To the counting house. What were you thinking?
Don't be a dry shite. No one will. Yeah.
I'm off the clock, Ducal. Or I would be if it weren't for this blithering idiot. If you've got business at the counting house, it's just down the road.
This uniform's neat, isn't it? But why am I... Oh, wait. I had a shift at the counting house. Oops.
You want a drink? Let's get one for you.
The Blushing Mermaid is an adrift shipwreck in more ways than one. For starters... Excuse me? I must return to my work. The Baldur's Mouth Tavern Review doesn't write itself.
Could you at least try to stand up straight?
I'm not swinging a hammer working. I'm swigging a mug here drinking.
Keep bloody wits about you in here. The captain is trying to keep it hush-hush. But I heard a kid got nabbed. Dunno, just heard whispers. But this all kicked off when we started letting just anyone waltz into the city. Some folks have started breaking into places too. Spotted a bunch of misfits sneaking into one of them boarded-up houses. Animals. Lord Gortash will sort all this out. Just you wait.
Well, if this is good enough for a buccaneer, it's good enough for... Wondrous news. Baldur's Gate has a new duke. Gortash will do marvelously. Don't you think?
My friend dared me to come here alone for a couple of mugs of ale. So here I am. Ha! Come off it, mate. Who would want me dead? Oh, shit. You're serious. I can see it in your eyes. I've got to... Shit! I've got a tab to settle. Shit!
There. Bit of spit shines this place up real nice. No pissing or shitting. If you break it, you pay for it. Any fighting and Captain Grizzly will shank you. Got it? Then piss in your cup, like the rest of us. Use your eyes. Enjoy the blushing mermaid.
If you had to choose the rat one or the blonde one, which should I? Which would you choose?
Red one or blonde one?
You're right. You're so right. Bosun, a red ale, please.
You're going on a date? Are you joking? The city is a hair's breadth from violence, and we're shipping off at first light.
So? I'll be back by then.
Mate, you'd be late to your own funeral. Look, skip the date, and I'll take you out the next time we port, all right? See? The slightly creepy eavesdropper agrees with me. I'll sweeten the deal. Come back tonight, and I'll give you the good hammock.
Bloody hells. You're like a stray with a bone. Fine, but only because it's you asking.
You know the captain.
I have a date to get to. Finish your bloody drink.
I'll finish it in my own damn time, thank you very much.
Someone piss on the floor again?
close the maid early, but then the bosun would be grumpy. Ugh. Hungover, too bright. Go away. Oh, there's drinks aplenty at the bar. Anything else? Well, those days are behind me. Even for one as fine-looking as yourself. You're standing in it, smart-ass. Or her innards, at least. She may not sit on water no more, but she'll always be my ship.
You know what makes... Dad, I'm not a cow you can sell on the market.
Please, honey. Creditors are clawing at our door. This marriage will save the business. Just meet the Nilsson's son. One meeting. For us. For your family.
Excuse me, sir, quick question. Would you marry a stranger so your family can make buckets of gold?
See? I'll tell your mother to make arrangements.
But, Dad...
Not another word. You'll meet the Nilsson boy, and you're going to love him. I promise. The Nilsson boy is a lovely chap. Good family stock, too. This marriage is for the best. You'll see.
Sure, Dad.
The captain is gonna belt the heads off these lads if they keep singing. Stick around. It's gonna be quite the show.
Want to hear a hot one? The other day, I met some folks who banded together to fight back. Against what, you ask? Hags. How stupid can you get?
Rule the suck. You know, Captain Grizzly? She glared at me once. Nearly pissed myself. It was amazing.
Oh, I'm cockeyed. Another!
Ain't no better grizzly than Captain. I mean, Captain than Grizzly.
Oh, gotta stay sharp in case the captain calls on me. She likes a bit of pearl diving, spot of keel hauling. The old argy-bargy, if you get me.
If you're some big fan of Duke Gortash, turn your ass around and walk. Preferably straight into the harbour waters.
Word of advice, don't open a tab here. I didn't pay for 16 months, and suddenly it's work off your debt or lose a limb. Not a bit of reason on them.
These sad little citizens actually think we'll let them off the hook if they complain loudly enough. What dopes. If we don't deliver this Baldur ale to the Blushing Mermaid, the folk there are going to get ugly. Oh, uglier.
Helm's glory, the finest Marsember ice wine, and these fists want to confiscate it. I doubt their palates would even appreciate it.
I'm in the right here. Strong drink qualifies as contraband, even thin peddle like Balor's ale.
You insist on this. I'm going to call for your supervisor. Aye, citizen. Stories, get right
Northeast, Bloomridge Park. Southeast, the Steeps. Northwest, Baldur's Gate.
This game sucks dead nose. When do I get to be the Steel Watcher?
Hello, fellow citizen. I'm not suspicious. Are you?
The girl is hiding something from the other one. She has candy in her pocket.
You spotted it! It's spy candy! Because I'm a spy for the Absolute! Whee! Halt, citizen! Wait right here for Steel Watcher scanning. Suspicious behavior detected. Initiating scan. No violations on your record. You may go, citizen.
Park's no place for a stroll anymore. More likely to find a muggin than a picnic these days.
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. She has a tadpole.
Or perhaps you'll find something bloodier. The Absolute's warriors are at work, just beyond here. You'd be wise to not interfere, brother. Nothing's going on. And even if there was something, you'd be wise to ignore it. Absolute's business. Got it?
There's something going on here. I don't like it. Careful. I smell an ambush.
Are you sure it's not the flowers you're smelling? You may be allergic. But better safe than sorry, I suppose.
This end of the world, that. These young folks have no idea how good they've got it.
Come off it, this.
Aye, well met, citizen. Oh, I mean fellow citizen, I guess. Sorry, not used to retirement. Feast these days can't take a piss without a Steel Watcher helping them aim. It's pathetic.
Don't listen to Vistra. She talks big for a short old dwarf. Those good old days weren't all rosy.
Sorry, pal. Table here's reserved for retired fists only. Veteran perk, you understand.
way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
Oi, you! Get in the bloody queue! How long do you think Master Pennygood expects us to wait? I'm bored already.
Eager for battle. A minor hindrance.
Looking ahead.
I think Master Figaro has a few spaces between appointments today. You're in luck.
Facemaker fashion. Don't just look the part, be the part. And if you want to, be the part, Master Figaro still has some space between appointments. Yes.
Are the gods truly this petty?
It's unusual for prey to supply the tools of its own butchery. Razors, scissors, nail files. So many cuts one couldn't make. And yet, such a fleeting window. But then, who am I to deny the auspices of destiny? For we are celebrating, Master Figaro. You have the delicious honor of being my crowning achievement. Your body is my ultimate gift to my lord, Bar. Together, we shall transcend. A challenger. My lord tests me. This piteous hovel will be your grave, challenger. I will savor your final breath.
I should have known it would be you. Thank you. If it had been the dwarf alone, we might have stood a chance. But these doppelgangers, they swarmed us. We were paralyzed before we even had the chance to fight back. A rising star, you say? Then perhaps it's a good job I ran into him. I was on my way to the upper city when I heard a commotion. I stepped in to see if I could help. It's not every day you have the chance to catch a killer in action.
Not even in this profession. These killings aren't random. In fact, they seem to be part of some sort of test. That document you showed me before, the one with the victims' names on it, that was the briefing. The killers paralyze their victims, take their hands as an offering for Baal, and make it look like the cult of the Absolute was behind it all. It grants them access to a tribunal. From what I could gather, it's some sort of rite of initiation for aspiring cultists to prove their worth. And it's taking place beneath Candle Hallow's tombstones. Like I said before, it's not something I can look into in an official capacity. But you... How did you... Perhaps it's best I don't ask. Do what you have to do. And I'll pick up where I left off. The upper city. When I'm done, I'll stop by the Basilisk Gate. If...
Who can say?
Hey.
I must say, I'm damn lucky you showed up when you did. Can you believe what that monster was doing? Truly? Then you're made of sterner stuff than I, friend. I'll confess, it terrified me greatly. Can you imagine dressing entirely in red? Jests aside, thank you. You forever have my humblest gratitude and a most generous discount on my wares. I sell anything and everything needed to cultivate your countenance. The best you'll find in Baldur's Gate. Certainly better than any dreck you'll pick up in Worm's Crossing. In the face of such horror, I don't see that I have much choice. Now, how may I help you today? Very good, sir. Now remember, fashion's a fickle mistress, so be sure to return.
Get a kill when you shop Pacemaker Fashion.
That's the most tasteless slogan you've come up with yet. Great job. Can't believe someone would try and murder Master Figaro. He wouldn't hurt a fly. Well, unless it was buzzing around one of his fitting rooms.
I'm ever so glad Master Figaro was saved. I'd have been out of a job otherwise.
I was queuing with the others and then I started feeling wrong. No thanks.
Reese must be blowing in land.
You trying to get in too? I waited half a day and got nowhere. I gave up.
Keep the city peaceful.
So, we
kill Gortash, or Halsin dies. It is not an easy call. On the one hand, killing Gortash would be fun. On the other, Halsin can be very annoying. We probably should save the druid, though. He does have his uses.
Halsin does not deserve to die on such a craven's altar. We should consider Orin's terms carefully, however distasteful we may find them.
The great Orin the Red tugs your sleeve, sulking for attention. She might come to regret it yet. I have met few as strong as Halsin. But Orin will break him, if we give her the time to do it. I have. And while I do not love my conclusion, that does nothing to change it. The Harpers are the city's best information network. With them out of action, we shall have to fall back on second best. Nine Fingers Keen.
A name known and feared throughout the city's underworld. The mysterious Keen runs the guild, which in turn runs every criminal enterprise in the city.
Friend is not the word I'd use. Nor is petty if you've a mind to keep your tongue. But both our operations step outside the law when needful. She just likes it better there. How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall, we will find out. Perhaps I will let you do the talking.
Is something burdening you?
Damn it all. We've got to get Halsin back. If that means killing Gortash, nothing would give me greater pleasure.
Something on your mind?
You know exactly what's on my mind.
Why, only the truth. That you bear the blame for the Duke's untimely demise. Such a loyal servant of the city, so eager to hear of your exploits. Tell me, darling, how is she? What a relief. It would be a shame if she'd struck down the one and only blade. Alas, she misses the fallen Duke. Someone will need to step up in his absence. A man with the spirit of a dragon. His only son, perhaps. I'm afraid that's not an option. I'm quite stubborn, you see. Take a swing or a stab if you want, but I'll just slip away for a breather. One of the perks of being a half-devil, of course.
I figured it out. Exactly what I want to do with you. Even crazier than that, if you can believe it. I want to go on a date. A first date. No weapons, no monsters, no mysterious voices. Just you and me and dinner. Please say yes. Yes! Oh, amazing. Put on your least bloody tunic and meet me back here. Oh, I'm so excited! Don't keep me waiting too long.
Ah, I've had a lifetime's fill of watching little men buff themselves up with grand titles. I look forward to the day we show the Archduke that his tongue is not half so silvered as he thinks. could, it would just be a very short one. We cannot expect either of the Chosen to fall easily. But fall they must, if we're to have all 3 stones to command the brain. Still, if you see sense in making an alliance, I won't question it. I'll just look forward to the inevitable breaking Gortash spoke of.
All set? I'm buying, all right? Let it be said, let it be written, let it be done. Give me a beat to run ahead. I want to make sure everything's absolutely perfect. See you there. Hi. Hi! You made it. You look nice. Thank you. Baldurian seafood stew. No, thank you. What do you think you'll have? Just what I had in mind.
Huh?
2 of the Rothe ribs, please. And 2 glasses of... And 2 glasses of beer. So, you're an adventurer, right? How's that going? Bad-ish. Not trying to one-up the local villains, of course, but man, have I seen some shit. But hang on, this isn't first date talk. Tonight, I'm a mystery to you, and you're a mystery to me. It's all I can do to keep my hands to myself anyway. We're terrible at this. Ask me a question, maybe. A getting to know you type question. Good question. And easy enough in my case. I'm afraid of dying with regrets. Of living small and giving up the ghost before I've done what I came here to do. And that means going after the things I love, including you. Your turn. You might be your own greatest fear, but you're your own greatest strength, too. I see that every time I look at you. Oh, hey! Here comes our food. Hey, Henk? I think we ordered the...
It's a bleeder.
worst guy I ever met. Anyway, how about a toast? Oh, shit! May we live every day like it's our last. Because you never know when your last will come. Oh, that was great. The food and the company. You know what I want to do. I know I can't stay forever here with you.
In fact, I feel like I don't have long left at all. We've been through so much, and the worst is yet to come. I have every reason to feel terrified, hopeless, like giving up. But to be here, with you, in the city I love, in this world that I love so much, it's all I could really ask for. You hear me? You're all I could ever ask for. I love you. And I know that whatever else this city will throw at us, we can handle it. Come on. There's something I want to show you upstairs. Hope you like it. Hey, wanna play pretend? You and me. Let's imagine I get to live 50 more years. We have a whole life ahead of us. What do we do? Now you're talking. Faerun is so big and we've barely scratched the surface. I've always wanted to square up against a hill giant. With two of us, we might even stand a chance. Damn it. I wish I had a longer road ahead of me. I want to walk it with you. I'm not really tough enough to face any of this, you know? I'm scared shitless. But there's a courage in me I never knew I had. I've always thought I was fearless. Never scared of a fight, of the future. But dying has taught me so much. There's no courage in fearlessness. There's courage in being fucking terrified, but still going forward. Still being grateful. Still trying. We're going to save this city. Together. It's going to be the last thing I do. That's why I know we're going to win. Let's get busy with it. I've got the rest of my life ahead of me, and a lot to do before I go.
They say that home is where a person can be their truest selves, without guile, without pretense. You did well to see off the Githyanki who had invaded mine. And now that you have seen where I come from, you know all there is to know about me. At least, all that matters. The flavors of my favorite fiddlehead soup, should you wish to experience it for yourself. My beloved confidant and loyal companion Rascal. The very first reward I gifted myself on completion of my first adventure. The garments with which I concealed and later constructed my appearance as the Emperor. We spoke of my relationship with Duke Berlin Stelmane, a story I have told no one else. I have no more secrets from you. No need to resort to subterfuge. We are true allies now, working towards a common goal. The only way we were ever going to get close enough to the brain to destroy it was by working together. But few would trust a mind flayer. So I did what I had to convince you. I studied you. Your motivations, your actions, your desires. I deduced the best way to align your goals with my own. I needed your absolute dedication to the cause. I anticipated the challenge, and I anticipated your resistance. What I didn't anticipate was how much I would enjoy your company, your mind. Sometimes, I felt almost like we were dancing our way towards something deeper. I'm sorry. You're right. Now's not the time. Forget I said anything. Let's move on to more important things. The Elder Brain's hive mind has grown to monstrous proportions. And through the Crown's magic, it has complete control over each and every member. It was intelligent before, but now, with its hive mind established across the city, it is well on its way to becoming indestructible. You know now of your father's plans to use the Elder Brain to slaughter the world over. One need not read minds to foresee the horrors he will pen with your hand if you do not stand against him. You should reconsider your attachment to your physical form. You have seen what an illithid can do. Imagine some of that could be in your grasp. Not enough to warp your appearance beyond recognition, but just enough to enhance your potential. And believe me, it will radically increase our chances of success against the Elder Brain. Think on it.
How good to see you. Come for a chat?